Yeah. Spread your legs and your arms, and then you come up sideways. Look at the arm on the mat. This is the backstroke entry. Okay? This arm here is in the same position as what he should do in the backstroke entry. So that
So when you're doing a squat, a lot of people will just put their butts straight downwards towards the ground. And ideally, I want you to hinge your hips so that your butt goes backwards like this. Let me give you an example. So your butt's going backwards, and you're coming up. And as you can tell, my knees aren't going too far forwards, like well over my toes. They're basically kind of in line with my toes or a little behind, which depends on how tall you are. The second is the head position. And your head should be straight forward or slightly up to help keep your spinal alignment in place. Third is your chest out, shoulders back. And again, that's involved with your spinal alignment as well. So a lot of people round their shoulders and even push their heads down and come up, as opposed to keeping your chest out, shoulders back, head up, and squatting down. Fourth is lower back posture. A lot of people, again, will round their backs, which is really, really dangerous because it puts stress on your intervertebral discs. And so by keeping a slight arch, which is in sympathy with the natural curvature of your spine, it's a lot safer and you'll have a much more effective exercise. And then fifth is your toe position, feet and toe position. Your toes should be slightly pointed outwards, and your feet should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart. The wider you put your feet, the more it works your hamstrings and your glutes. And then the closer you put them together, the more it works your quads. And then also is the sixth is breathing. And breathing is really important with the squat because if you use heavy weight, you might get nauseous. And so ideally, you want to breathe in like this. Breathe in and out as you come up. Breathe in as you come down and out as you come up. And then finally is the depth of the squat. And I think that ideally your hamstring should be parallel with the floor. And so let me give you an example. So it forms almost a 90-degree angle. So you're coming down, and your hamstring's about parallel with the floor, and then you come up. And if you want to go a little lower, that's OK, as long as it doesn't hurt your knees. And if you can't go that low because you don't have enough flexibility, that's OK too. But
udgangsstilling, det er med ryggen solidt plantet i jorden, ligeledes fødderne solidt plantet i jorden. Så har vi let bøj i hofterne og let bøj i knæ. Så tager vi armene, placerer dem, så vi har dem liggende på låret. Herefter så samler vi kroppen, således, så vi får hænderne op på den anden side af knæene og ned igen. Og sådan bliver vi bare kørende. Og ned igen. Fokuspunkt, det er, at hænderne de kommer på den offensive side af knæene.
Det vigtige at holde fokus på, det er, at man sørger for at komme helt ned til strakt arm hver gang. Om det så er bredt eller smalt, har ikke rigtig betydning. Men hele vejen ned til strakt, og man kommer op, indtil man er oppe ved hagen også. Det gør, at man får brugt musklen i hele dens bane, og igen kan udvikle både styrke og muskelmasse videre. Pull-up, som var med bred overhånd, vil typisk se sådan her ud. Helt ned fra strakt, hører vi os op, og ned igen til strakt. Typiske begynderfejl, det er, at man enten svinger for meget, altså bruger benene, eller at man laver halve gentagelser, hvor man ikke kommer helt ned eller helt op.
Det er sådan set bare den klassisk traditionelle plank, og det skal jeg ned på min albu og forarm, og så har jeg kontakt med sådan set min tager nede i bunden. Og det man bestræber sig efter, det er, at man har en lige linje fra anklen, op igennem knæ, op igennem hoftene, og så hele vejen op til skulderen. Så jeg starter her, og det er den første position. Når jeg har holdt den position i en vis tid, for de fleste af jer vil bestræbe sig efter at holde den for mere end 45 sekunder, så skal man så rulle om til ens venstre side, og så beholder jeg min albue på gulvet, og så kommer jeg op her, lægger på min forarm, og så danner jeg en lille linje fra anklerne, op igennem hoftene, op til skuldrene. Så det er den anden øvelse. Så roterer jeg om på min højre side. Jeg lægger igen på min albue og min forarm, og så løfter jeg op og danner en lige linje fra anklerne op igennem hoftene, op til skuldrene. Og så herfra, når jeg holder den
helt klassisk på fødderne, så der er det bare op på tæerne, skuldrene lige over hænderne, kig lige ned i jorden, spænd op i maven, så ryggen er helt lige, og så kører man bare langsomt ned og langsomt op. Langsomt ned og langsomt op med samme hastighed. Så har I 3 forskellige måder, I kan lave armbøjninger på, så burde alle kunne være med.